Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Latina talk show. My name is Yvette, and I'm really excited to be starting this podcast. I do have my fiance here, Austin.
Hey.
He will be joining us today. Um, but right now, I'm going to kind of talk to you a little bit about what's going to be in this talk show. The reason why it's called Latina Talk Show is because I'm Latina. My fiance over here is Latino as well.
Yeah.
And so, a little things about me is I'm 23. I was born in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of that place. It's like a smaller town, but I was born there. I did live with my grandparents in another small town, Tierra Colorada. I'm sorry if I'm butchering all this. I was born in Mexico, and all my family will make fun of me. I do not speak perfect Spanish. Judge me all you want. That's totally fine. I struggle with that all the time. It's something I'm kind of insecure about, but sorry if I butcher names. I did grow up in Arizona as well. I moved out there when I was 4, and I didn't speak any English when I moved out. I remember my parents had tutors for me and taught me how to speak English, and that's probably why I stopped speaking Spanish because I mean, all I had to learn was English. So,
I had a more messed up story out in terms of why I don't speak Spanish. Is like, so originally I was taught Spanish and English,
mhm.
but I was raised by, I don't know, I guess like my grandmother's friend during the day,
Oh, okay.
and she was Puerto Rican.
Uh-huh.
And my grandmother would not let me speak Spanish
She wouldn't?
because it reminded her of like a different culture. She didn't like
Oh,
me speaking Spanish. It was really weird.
interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, it was so hard to not speak Spanish at home because my dad was white. So, he wanted us to speak English 24/7. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? The
No,
only
yeah.
time, and I totally understand that because it's rude. You know what I mean? It's kind of like nowadays, and I don't know if anybody else can agree with me, but like if you're at a restaurant or in a public place and you start talking Spanish, it's because you're probably talking shit. I'm not being honest.
Yeah,
Like, you know
no,
what
no,
I
I get
mean?
that for sure.
Like, and if I heard somebody else speaking a different language, I would think they were probably talking bad about me if they were speaking English before they spoke their language or whatever it was. So, but yeah, so I definitely obviously spoke Spanish until I was around 5, and then I was speaking English. So since then, I've kind of forgot my Spanish, which is okay. Um, so my dad eventually got a new job somewhere else, so it made us move, which was kind of hard for my family, but it was kind of great for me because I got to meet the love of my life.
Woo-woo. Illinois.
Yes, we are actually getting married this Saturday, and we are really excited.
Yeah. So
Are
you
you?
guys actually get to hear something kind of cool. Like you guys get to hear that beforehand.
Yeah, yeah. It has been it has been a ride. Um, we were supposed to get married in September of this year, and I do get kind of emotional about it because it was really hard. It was
Yeah.
really hard to cancel it. I'm like tearing up right now. I'm PMSing too, so. But it was really hard for us to cancel obviously that wedding, and it was a variety of things. Obviously, it was for COVID as well, but we didn't think that we would be getting married so soon. Like we thought that we would have to get married sometime next year or the year after. But one day we just sat down and we're like, "Do you want to get married in October?" And we were like, "Let's pick this date. Are you cool with that?" So,
It's also it's one of our it's our favorite season, I would
oh
say.
God, yeah, we love October. We love the fall. I'm a big I love the cold. I love being cold. I hate being hot. A lot of people always ask me if I want to move back to Arizona, and that's a big no. I'm good on that. I love the cold. I think you like the cold too.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. I think I the only thing I dislike is the transition. Like I dislike early October, September and I dislike March because it's like March, April.
Yeah.
Like I hate the transition months because
Hmm.
like you kind of are like, well, just give me one or give me the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And fall is so short here in Illinois, unfortunately. And then it just gets
You
to,
just live in winter.
yeah.
Like you live in winter and you get a little spring, a little fall,
Yeah.
but you like winter, summer,
Yeah.
and summer hot, winter freezing.
Yeah. I mean, we only get like 3 months of summer basically. So,
Yeah.
and then in the spring, it's just raining all day. So, and it's still a little cold, but a couple things that I want to cover in this podcast is relationships. I think those are really important. Um, I feel like a lot of my viewers can kind of relate to my relationship with my soon-to-be husband. We can tell stories about how, we met. I'm sure he has tons of funny stories to tell. Um, how we met, but also like how our relationship kind of built into what we're doing today, like getting married and what we want to do in the future. I think that's really important too. We'll even talk about breakups. We talk about that all the time. We're weird. We like to talk about like our exes and like how we hated them or
Well,
what.
it's not that we like to talk
No,
about
no.
it, but we definitely are okay. We're open to talking about these
Yes.
things. Like we're not like going out of our way to have this.
We're
Like
mostly
let's talk about your ex.
no, but we're mostly judging them for sure, or judging us for being with them, should I say? But we also, I want to talk about our culture. So Austin is Puerto Rican, Mexican, and Italian. So we love to talk about our culture and how we grew up as Latinos, and we can relate to a lot of things. And same with my viewers, like what it's like being Latino in 2001 and almost 2002. So I definitely want to talk about that. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this podcast. We're excited to be getting married. We can't wait to talk to you guys about Saturday. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So like, what are some of the things that like you were really excited for in terms of planning a wedding? By the way, guys, we have cats,
Oh gosh,
so
yes.
if you hear crazy noises, sorry, we're gonna just let them do their thing.
Yeah. We're getting a dog.
Yeah, we're actually getting a dog.
So that's gonna be fun.
Interesting. You guys will hear about that too. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
But so what are some of the things that you really enjoyed about planning a wedding, and what are some of the things you disliked?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I don't want to be negative Nancy because I did have a rough time planning the wedding. I honestly, let me just start with this. I definitely thought that planning a wedding would be way more fun. And it did definitely have some fun things to it. But some of the things I loved about it was I loved being in charge of things. Like I love, I planned birthday parties. I planned me and my sister and my brother's graduation party, and I had so much fun doing that. That like at one point I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like a party organizer for people, or what are those people called that you pay nowadays for organizing your wedding? Event planners or whatever it is. So I thought it would be like that, but my issue is I do get stressed out very fast, and I could definitely cover some of that another time. But I do definitely get stressed out, and I feel like that's what took the fun out of it, because there was times where I was really excited to plan, but then when I would get into the planning, I just hated it so much. I really did. I was like, fuck this. I don't like doing this.
I think some of the things that were a big factor in why you maybe felt that way is something we'll talk about in a later podcast because I think that's its own podcast within itself. But
Mhm.
like really just a lack of a support system. I think a support
Oh
system
my gosh,
is,
yes.
and that's including me. I wasn't there for you for that. But like I said, we'll get to that eventually. But I think if you don't have a support system, a lot of things you talked about are difficult to deal with. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that was an issue for sure for both of us, is that we truly did not have anyone but each other. And I don't think that you purposely didn't want to help me plan it. I think you were like, this is enough. I'm tired of it. At this point, I don't even want to even plan the wedding. And I think that's what pushed you away a little bit. And I think that's what stressed me out even more was that I was like, I don't have anybody. You are the only one I have, and I don't even have you at the moment. So it kind of sucks. It kind of makes you just not want to do it. I think that was an issue, a huge issue.
No, and I can totally understand. I think personally, I just felt like I was on autopilot.
Yeah.
Like I just felt like, okay, we're
And
planning this. When is this going to be over?
yeah.
You know, like stuff like that.
But also, you guys, it is so freaking expensive. Weddings are ridiculously expensive. Um, I don't know who has the money to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a wedding. Like, it's not even worth it to me, to be honest with you. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like it's worth it because that day goes so freaking fast. And from what I was told, nobody really cares. After, they don't even remember it. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I pay for people's plates and they don't even care.
I think for me personally, it's like I think it is important because I think that day is is an important milestone for your relationship. It's kind of telling that other person that hey, I want to commit my life to you,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
I feel like that day should be celebrated to the utmost. I mean, you should have them everything that you could dream of that day to make you feel special is is why I'm so connected to the wedding.
Yeah.
Me and you have a disconnect with receptions and stuff like that. As stressful as it is to plan them, and as stressful as it is to deal with the crazy emotions of all these people that have opinions about stuff, but not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
they're not helping. But like it's an important day because it's one of the few days that everyone in your family gets to meet up. When I grew up, the way I grew up, so I grew up with three different sides. I have
Yeah.
three different ethnicities in me, you know, and when I grew up with my Puerto Rican side, I remember those days like really living in big family parties and stuff like that. And I think that that's why the wedding is so important to me because it's the last time I'll probably be able to do that ever again. How many people in my family are getting married?
That's true. I do understand that. I do. I feel like you're kind of saying like it's kind of worth it at the end of the day.
I do.
Yeah.
I do feel like it's worth it because maybe you forgot or maybe people forget about the day, but you personally, you and me, because we lived it and we experienced it and it was about us,
Mm-hmm.
we will never forget that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I 100% agree with you, and I think that's why I was like, I think we should do something. And at first it was supposed to be just a small little group for the Saturday, and we are so grateful. That people that I think it's like 20 something people that are coming. Like,
It's like almost 30.
yeah. It's supposed to be 10 people, now it's like 30, but
It
it's
was supposed
okay.
to be less. It's actually supposed to be like less. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be like 10 in total,
yeah. But
including us.
yeah, but I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am. Um, to not for it to be done because I know I'll miss it for sure, but I think because I just want to. These are the people that I want to celebrate my wedding with, and I think that's what makes it so special. So, um, I'm excited. How about you?
No, I'm super excited.
To get together with everyone.
Not even just that, just to be able to marry you that day. I'm
Aw.
really excited for that day. I'm excited for the feelings, the new feelings I'm going to feel that day, the nervousness,
Do
the
you?
excitement.
Mhm.
These are all new emotions. I think that you'll never get, it's once in a lifetime you get to experience them. And it's like a magical experience. Like
Yeah.
this in Disneyland just can't be topped emotionally.
That's true. I wish we were going to
I can't
Disneyland.
wait. I bet you can't wait for my first time seeing Disneyland.
Oh my God, you are going to love it. Seriously, it's like, you know how they say it's the happiest place on earth? No, no, no. It really is like the happiest place on earth. Everything fucking costs so much though. It is an expensive trip. You not only do you have to save for the trip itself, you got to save for food and drinks at the park because you can't go to Disneyland and not get the food and drinks there. Like if you do that, if you're that one person that sneaks in like snacks because you don't want to pay, you're a cheap fuck. Sorry, sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but it's the god honest truth. Like that's Disneyland. Like treat yourself. Seriously, treat
I
yourself.
personally really want to do Universal. I think that I'll enjoy it. I just
Look.
heard like as an adult maybe Disneyland isn't fun.
No, don't say that.
But
That's not
I
true.
think Universal is like universally fun,
No.
ironically.
For sure, it's definitely fun, but you have to go to Disneyland. It's like you can be a kid in Disneyland and not get judged.
We got to go before January because they're getting rid of Shrek 4D
Where?
in Universal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you know I'm an ogre. I'm an ogre.
Oh, you're funny. Are you nervous for the wedding though?
Am I nervous for the wedding? Let me think about that. No. I'm nervous about different aspects of the wedding. I'm not nervous like about the actual wedding now.
How are you nervous to see me like walk down the aisle? Because I'm very nervous about that for some reason. Well, not that you know that you're gonna know that when I'm walking down the aisle, but I'm like nervous to do that. Like I don't like the attention on me. That's weird.
I mean, I think that in that moment it's gonna feel weird, but it's gonna go by so quick.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's less than 10 seconds
Yeah,
that you'll be from where you're gonna walk to the stage.
that's true. Yeah. Well, I'm nervous about that, so.
I'm nervous about the vows because like I feel like it's a personal thing to express that
Yeah,
love, so it's weird that they make you do it publicly.
I think it's kind of cute. You know, nowadays people are doing that, and I've seen some things that you can do the vows separately, like privately, should I say? And I love that too because it's so intimate. I love intimate things. Like that's all I ever wanted since we've been planning the wedding is intimate things. So I do love that. But I also think it's kind of cute. I love when I go to weddings. That's my favorite part is listening to to the couples vows. I think it's very just so romantic. It's personable. It's intimate too. It's different. I love that. I love how different that is. So
No, I could definitely see that. I think it's weird just showing in front of everyone else.
yeah, I know it's definitely weird because we're definitely gonna say some like goofy things.
Maybe we'll see.
I'm more of a like goofy like typing because I'm not a good writer, and I feel like you're gonna blow me away with like this beautiful like I don't even know. It's gonna be just so beautiful, and it's gonna like you're probably gonna make me go first.
No, I'm probably going first.
Okay, thanks.
So that way they're like, wow, it's hard to top that. It's hard to top that right there. I,
What were you gonna say?
what were you saying?
I was gonna end it, but if you want to keep going, that's okay.
No, you can end it.
Okay, can I end it?
Do you want me to close?
No, it's not your podcast.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this first podcast, and it was kind of awkward. This was my first podcast leading it. Austin also has a channel. What is your channel again, Lovey? Sorry.
I have a couple. I have Dink for Dunks, Urban City Artist, RPG Austin.
Yeah, I'll link it down below, but definitely go check out his videos. So
I mostly just do like fashion and
yes, he's really good at fashion. But I want to thank my fiance for making me do this. I think this was so much fun, and I'm excited to see what we're going to talk about next. But we're going to end it for now, guys. We have lots to do before Saturday. So thank you for tuning in and watching or listening to us, should I say. And I'll talk to you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye.